Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Akiko who lived in a small village at the base of a mountain. She loved to play outside and explore the woods surrounding her village, but her favorite thing to do was visit her grandmother's house, which was just a short walk away. One day, when Akiko was visiting her grandmother, she noticed a strange doll sitting on a shelf in the corner of the room. It was a beautiful doll, with porcelain skin and bright red hair, but there was something eerie about it that made Akiko feel uneasy. When she asked her grandmother about the doll, her grandmother told her that it was a family heirloom, passed down from generation to generation. She warned Akiko not to touch it or play with it, as it was very old and fragile. But as the days passed, Akiko became more and more fascinated by the doll. She couldn't resist the urge to pick it up and play with it, and soon she was spending all of her time with it. One night, Akiko had a strange dream about the doll. In the dream, she saw the doll moving on its own, its eyes glowing red as it spoke to her in a haunting voice. When she woke up the next morning, she felt a sense of unease. She knew that something was not right with the doll, but she couldn't bring herself to get rid of it. As the days passed, strange things began to happen in Akiko's village. People reported hearing strange noises at night, and some claimed to have seen ghostly figures lurking in the shadows. One night, as Akiko was playing with the doll in her room, she heard a strange voice whispering her name. When she turned around, she saw the doll's eyes glowing red, just like in her dream. Terrified, Akiko threw the doll out of the window and ran out of the room. But as she ran down the stairs, she heard a loud crash from her grandmother's room. When she ran back upstairs, she saw that the doll had broken into 1,000,000 pieces, and her grandmother was lying on the floor, unconscious. Akiko quickly called for help, and her grandmother was rushed to the hospital. The doctors said that she had suffered a stroke, and they weren't sure if she would ever recover. As Akiko sat by her grandmother's bedside, she felt a sense of guilt and shame. She knew that her obsession with the doll had caused her grandmother's accident, and she vowed to never play with something that was so obviously cursed again. Days turned into weeks, and Akiko's grandmother slowly began to recover. She was still weak, but she was able to speak and move around on her own. One day, as Akiko was sitting with her grandmother, she noticed a new doll sitting on the shelf. It was just as beautiful as the old one, with porcelain skin and bright red hair. But there was something different about it. When she asked her grandmother about the new doll, her grandmother smiled and told her that it was a special doll, one that had been blessed by the local shrine. She told Akiko that she could play with it as much as she wanted, without fear of any curses or ghosts. And so, Akiko played with the new doll, and she was happy once again. She learned a valuable lesson about the dangers of obsession and the importance of respecting family heirlooms. From that day on, she always made sure to listen to her grandmother's advice, and to stay away from anything that seemed too dangerous or too good to be true.